Teofimo Lopez.
Bro, he fucking hit him first, bro. It don't matter if it's the hat. It's all game. It's all game after that.
Can't leave that late, nigga. Nah, hey, I ain't gonna let out no more. That's it. She got even more person. That's it. Motherfucker wants to have cheap shots like that. All right, cool. It's on, man. It's on. That's it. Fucked up. And you get like a bitch.
From Brooklyn, New York, the takeover, Teofimo!
It's the kind of clash boxing fans dream about. A showdown that promises to break boundaries, shatter expectations, and perhaps even reinvent two already captivating careers. When Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza Jr. step into the ring on May 2nd, they won't just be squaring off in another professional bout. They'll be settling all the buzz, rumors, and controversy that have been circling both camps for months. Some say this fight could determine the future of the lightweight division, or even rewrite the legacies of both men. But the deeper you look, the more you realize this isn't just another date on the boxing calendar. Something far more intense is brewing behind the scenes. And on fight night, the world may finally see it unleashed. Long before they ever considered facing each other, Lopez and Barboza carved out distinct paths that made fans take notice. Teofimo's name soared to star status after he took out top competitors and collected belts in lightning fashion. Meanwhile, Arnold Barboza Jr. crafted a steadier, more methodical reputation, racking up wins through grit, discipline, and a refusal to back down. Still, the upcoming bout on May 2nd is about more than just records and rankings. There's an electricity in the air, a sense that these two fighters are on opposite trajectories, each with something crucial to prove. Teofimo's blistering rise earned him fame, but also intense scrutiny. Barboza, for his part, has built a quiet storm, and many feel he's on the verge of a breakout moment. The result? A collision that could change the shape of boxing's future. And that significance doesn't stop with the fighters themselves. Hardcore fans are calling this match the biggest turning point of the year. Some believe it has the potential to match the intensity of classic showdowns, reminiscent of great rivalries past. Of course, everyone is asking the same question: who's really got the upper hand? Answers aren't easy to come by, especially when each side keeps dropping subtle hints that they're holding aces up their sleeves. But these unanswered questions only spark more anticipation. The real story, however, runs deeper, because when you weigh the shocking triumphs and the whispered controversies, it seems both men have been on a collision course for some time. If that's true, May 2nd will be more than a fight. It'll be the moment the entire boxing world learns the truth about Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza Jr. And the moment these two warriors settle a score most fans didn't even know existed. But that's just part one of this unfolding drama. Teofimo Lopez didn't just step onto the scene, he exploded into it. Early in his career, he became the talk of the boxing world after a string of highlight reel knockouts, each more flashy than the last. The real turning point came when he toppled the highly respected Vasyl Lomachenko, a masterful technician many believed was untouchable. That night, Teofimo was crowned a new kind of champion, brash, unfiltered, and seemingly unstoppable. But with every high comes an equally formidable set of challenges. Fans first saw glimmers of trouble when rumors circulated about tensions in his training camp. His outspoken father, a larger-than-life figure in Lopez's corner, took center stage, firing off bold claims that rubbed certain boxing circles the wrong way. Critics wondered if Teofimo's team dynamic was stable, or if hidden drama might eventually pull him apart. Then came the shocking loss to George Kambosos Jr., a fight that few predicted would upend Teofimo's momentum so violently. One moment he was riding a wave of triumph, and the next he found himself struggling to regain his footing. Suddenly, whispers of overconfidence, family issues, and behind-the-scenes chaos bubbled to the surface. People questioned whether the once unstoppable Teófimo had lost his edge, or if he was simply in the process of evolving into a more mature fighter. Even as the doubts built up, no one could deny his raw talent. In every match, Lopez shows glimpses of brilliance, lightning-fast reflexes, and a power punch that can flatten any opponent unlucky enough to be caught off guard. The question is, which Teófimo will show up on May 2nd? The unstoppable prodigy who defied all odds? Or the embattled young champion who might still be wrestling with personal and professional demons? In other words, can Teófimo keep his father's bravado and his own fiery spirit under control long enough to harness the full extent of his abilities? Or will the psychological weight, the hype, and the swirling controversies rob him of the edge he needs to conquer a relentless opponent like Arnold Barboza Jr.? But don't think Barboza is coming into this empty-handed. In the realm of bombastic boxing personalities, Arnold Barboza Jr. might seem tame. He's not one to dominate headlines with outlandish quotes or flashy stunts. Yet behind that calm demeanor lurks a fiercely determined athlete who has painstakingly built an impressive record. Where Teófimo's rise was meteoric and attention-grabbing, Barboza's was more like a slow burn. Consistent performances, a steady accumulation of wins, and an ever-growing respect from those who follow the sport closely. Barboza's path wasn't devoid of obstacles. Early in his career, he grappled with skepticism from promoters who overlooked him in favor of more flamboyant fighters. He fought on undercards, sometimes overshadowed by bigger names, yet never lost sight of what mattered, grinding out victories. Over time, he began picking off established contenders, proving he was more than just a placeholder. One by one, he silenced doubters, all while crafting a style that seamlessly blends technique with sheer persistence. Some in the boxing community say that Barboza's lack of controversy, is his biggest advantage. His camp is typically free of public meltdowns or sensational drama. But dig a little deeper, and there are whispers of quiet internal feuds, intense sparring sessions that left even seasoned pros rattled, and psychological battles that nearly derailed him. Barboza remains tight-lipped about these rumors, which only fuels curiosity about his true state of mind leading up to May 2nd. Despite his calm exterior, Arnold has shown flashes of raw emotion. On rare occasions, after winning a close fight, he's let slip hints of frustration at the lack of recognition. Some claim he's itching to prove he belongs at the top, dying for the chance to stand in the ring across from a big name like Teofimo Lopez. That desire, combined with his unwavering composure, could be the perfect storm of factors pushing him to unleash something special on fight night. And if Barboza is indeed that hungry, we might witness the unveiling of a champion who's been overshadowed for too long. Should he dethrone Teófimo, the entire dynamic of the lightweight division could change overnight. But is it all really business as usual? Rumor says otherwise. Few things in boxing fuel anticipation, like rumors of personal grudges and behind-the-scenes feuds. In the lead-up to May 2nd, the rumor mill has been running on overdrive. Everything from trash talk at private gyms to social media jabs has fans on edge, wondering just how deep the bad blood goes. One persistent story claims that during a past training camp, members of Barboza's team felt disrespected by remarks made by Teófimo's father. These alleged insults reportedly sparked heated conversations that nearly escalated into a gym brawl. Another tale suggests both fighters have privately exchanged verbal barbs for months, with Barboza growing tired of being overlooked and Teófimo determined to reclaim his stature as the top dog. Then there's the speculation about how each fighter is truly holding up. Some observers think Teófimo might be wrestling with leftover frustrations from his unexpected loss to Cambosos, while Barboza could be quietly seething over the perception that he's just another stepping stone in Teófimo's comeback narrative. Each man has reason to fight with something extra, a chip on the shoulder, a personal vendetta, or simply the drive to prove naysayers wrong. Boxing insiders hint that the tension is more than promotional hype. It's not just staged face-offs or orchestrated drama. It's a genuine undercurrent of rivalry that has both camps on edge. Some even claim that Barboza has a small circle of trusted advisors feeding him inside information on Lopez's vulnerabilities. though those rumors remain unverified. Meanwhile, Lopez's camp has been strangely tight-lipped, sparking speculation that they have a strategy so unexpected it could throw Barboza off entirely. Will these tensions translate into an explosive battle once the bell rings? Or is this all just a smokescreen to mask a more calculated approach from both sides? That's the question fueling so much of the debate. The answers, some say, lie in each man's training camp. Training camps are often the crucible where legendary fights are either forged or broken. In Teofimo Lopez's case, the most visible figure outside the fighter himself is his outspoken father, who's never been shy about making big proclamations. Teófimo Sr. has boasted that his son would expose Barboza, using a variety of explosive phrases to convey his confidence. Some fans eat it up, while others roll their eyes, claiming his loud approach distracts from the real work being done behind closed doors. Beneath the surface, Teofimo Jr. appears to be sharpening his arsenal, determined to recover the take-no-prisoners mentality that catapulted him to stardom. Word around certain gyms is that he's been pushing his sparring partners to the brink, refusing to slow down even when they're gasping for air. The intensity is meant to replicate the kind of relentless pressure he plans to unleash on Barboza. Skeptics, however, wonder if this tactic might lead to overtraining, leaving Teófimo drained when it matters most. Meanwhile, Barboza's camp has taken a more measured, almost secretive route. Hints have emerged that they've brought in specific sparring partners who can mimic Teófimo's high-octane style, preparing Arnold for the blitz he might face. Barboza has reportedly embraced unorthodox training techniques, focusing on agility, footwork, and a type of mental conditioning designed to neutralize his opponent's aggression. Some even speculate he's been studying old fight tapes of boxers with a similar style to Teófimo, dissecting each flaw and opening for the perfect counter. On a psychological level, both camps appear equally confident. Teófimo's father is known for the verbal jabs and bravado, but Arnold's team isn't entirely silent, dropping occasional hints that Barboza's sharpness is at an all-time high. An inside source claims that a friendly sparring partner was left stunned by the improvements in Barboza's speed and power. Whether it's pure fact or a strategic mind game, these whispers paint a picture of a fighter on the verge of a breakout performance. All across social media and sports news platforms, fans are battling it out in comment sections, each side firmly convinced their chosen fighter will reign supreme. Some argue Lopez's star power and track record against elite competition make him the obvious favorite. Others insist Barboza's consistent, disciplined style is the perfect formula to dethrone an opponent who has sometimes shown signs of vulnerability under pressure. The chatter doesn't stop at the fans. Well-known boxers and trainers have weighed in too. A few have openly sided with Barboza, praising his focus and under-the-radar skill set. Meanwhile, vocal supporters of Lopez highlight his unmatched explosiveness and showmanship. Curiously, a few notable names remain tight-lipped, possibly fearing they'll pick the wrong horse in a fight that seems impossibly close. Conspiracy-minded fans are running wild with theories. One rumor suggests that a particular manager has a vested interest in seeing Lopez emerge victorious, leading to speculation about a fixed result or shady dealings. Others point to Barboza's insistence that the bout be on neutral ground, fueling talk that he wants to avoid any favoritism from officials. Most experts roll their eyes at such claims, but that doesn't stop the conversation from swirling in online forums, where every angle is dissected endlessly. We've traveled from Teofimo Lopez's meteoric rise and rocky setbacks to Arnold Barboza Jr.'s patient, steady ascent, and all the rumors and secrets that lurk in between. The deeper you dive into their stories, the clearer it becomes that May 2nd could either be the crowning achievement of one fighter's journey or the catalyst for the other's ultimate redemption. Every jab, every feint, every slip in concentration will matter. But beyond the jabs and hooks lies the heart of the matter. These two are at pivotal moments in their careers, and a single night could permanently alter the course of everything they have worked for. Teófimo seeks to reclaim lost glory and prove he's still the bright star who shocked the boxing world not so long ago. Barboza is eager to seize the spotlight he's long been denied, stepping out of the shadows to stand on equal footing with the sport's household names. As fans, we're left with countless possibilities swirling in our minds. Is this fight destined to be a short, explosive brawl, ending in a knockout that leaves everyone stunned? Or will we witness a marathon match where grit and determination outshine raw speed and power? The only certainty is that both men will walk into the ring on May 2nd believing they can't lose. After months of speculation, heated debates, and behind-the-scenes drama, the moment of truth arrives. Will Teofimo Lopez's comeback go exactly as planned, validating his father's loud predictions and silencing all who doubted him? Or will Arnold Barboza Jr. pen a new chapter in boxing history by toppling a titan and ascending to a throne he feels he's earned 10 times over? In the end, the final bell might ring with one fighter's hand raised high while the other grapples with what went wrong. Yet for viewers, the real takeaway is this. Sometimes the fiercest battles happen not just in the ring, but within the fighters themselves, where personal challenges, mental toughness, and ambition collide in ways that can't be scripted. And if that isn't enough to keep you on the edge of your seat, just wait. Because on May 2nd, there will be no more secrets or speculation. Only the naked truth revealed by every punch thrown. The only question left is, which fighter will walk away triumphant, and which one will be forced to face a future full of unanswered questions? That's for the ring to decide. If you think you've already seen it all in boxing, don't be so sure. This fight has the potential to throw conventional wisdom out the window and ignite a firestorm of debate that rages on long after the final bell. Each punch might rewrite someone's destiny. Whether you're Team Lopez or Team Barboza, one thing's certain: fight night can't come soon enough.